Hello, my name is Layla and welcome back to my channel, or to my channel, just in case you've never watched any of my videos, and that's perfectly fine. So this is a list of baby names that either I like, mostly myself, or my husband and I both like. So number 8 on the boys list is very odd, and if you don't like any of these names, that's perfectly fine. These are just my personal opinions and personal things that I like or that we like. Mainly myself. My husband was very picky with names, and I'm very picky with names, but obviously with this list, I didn't realize how different we were. So, let's get right into it. So, there's 10 each if I didn't say that. So, I'm going to start with the girls first, and these are in alphabetical order, just because sometimes I'm a little OCD, to be honest. So, number 1, Bellamy. Bellamy is actually what we landed on. I thought. My husband said he loved the name Bellamy until we found out the genders are both our babies. We're gonna have twins, by the way. And he's like, you know what? I don't think Bellamy suits us. And I love the name Bellamy so much, but I don't think it suits us for our family at the moment. And that's perfectly fine. Number 2, our dogs are out, so that's why I keep looking around. But anyway, number 2, Cadence. I love the name Cadence. He likes it, but he doesn't love it enough for it to be on his list, which is perfectly fine. Number 3, Charlie. We can't use the name Charlie because our babies are going to have a crazy uncle named Charlie. And I say crazy uncle with a lot of compassion and love, of course. Their great uncle Charlie, they're going to be their great uncle, even though their great uncle and their dad are 7 years apart. But anyway, we can't use the name Charlie, but I think Charlie would be so sweet for a girl. Number 4, Delilah. I love the name Delilah, but for so many reasons, I worry about her getting bullied because, there's a song that constantly goes, "Hey there, Delilah." That's not the name of the song, but you've more than likely heard it. If you have not heard it, I don't know where you've been. So anyway, number 5, Emerson. As soon as I said the name Emerson, he was like a TV. You want to name our child after a TV? I didn't know Emerson was a TV. I didn't personally know that. But okay, I still like Emerson. I wouldn't name our kid Emerson now, but I personally like the name Emerson. Number 6, for a girl, Frankie. I love Frankie, boy or girl. I love, I can see a boy or girl being named Frankie. But for a girl, just like Charlie, I think it would be the sweetest ever. Number 7. This is more so of a sentimental name for me personally, because my mama, she went by this name, and then in my birth name, this is actually in my name, Gail. Gail is a little old school. I get it. But I love the name Gail, maybe as middle name, not as first name. I don't think I can see a little 3-year-old being called Gail. And then I'm like, Gail, get off the couch. I don't think I could do that. Okay. Number 8, Lily. I love the name Lily, but unfortunately, Lily has been used in our family by his niece. So we can't use the name Lily, but I think Lily would fit our family, our little small family, perfectly. I think Lily would be perfect for us. We can't use that. Number 9, River. I have a little cousin. His middle name is River, and then his mammal has a dog named River. So then he goes, "We're naming children, not dogs." I love the name River for a girl or a boy, but for a girl, definitely. So we can't use the name River because of that reason. Number 10, Ruth. Just like the name Bellamy, I thought Bellamy and Ruth, I thought that was our set names for our children if they were both girls. I think Ruth would be perfect for an infant, a toddler, small child, teenager. Ruth for a teenager, I think, would be the baddest name for a girl, 100%. He decided Ruth doesn't really fit our family. Okay. So what are your options? What are your opinions? But anyway, on to the boy names. So if we were to have a son, 2 of these names we would use first and middle name. So some of these you might not want to use, and that's perfectly fine. Number 1, Dalton. This name has been picked out since I was in 5th grade. I wasn't sure if I was going to have children, and then if I was, then I definitely wanted to adopt a baby, and if it was going to be a boy, adoption or biological wise, I wanted to use the name Dalton so badly. He actually likes the name Dalton. Number 2, Declan. I think Declan is such a strong and powerful name. I love the name Declan. Number 3, Elliot. My mom actually really loves this name. I love Elliot with 2 T's, just like Madison. Madison's on the list, which I should have put Madison on the list. Madison with 2 D's. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Anyway, number 4, Jack. So before I knew my husband's dad's name, I personally loved the name Jack, but there's a lot of Jacks on his side of the family and a lot of James. James is not on this list, but my dog's middle name, yes, my dog has a middle name. His name is Milo James. His name is James. So, Jack, I don't think we would use, because we have our future sons' names picked out if we have 2 sons, which, who knows, we might have all daughters, we might have, there's no telling. Might end up with 1 son, who knows. So, basically, if we end up with, if our next child is 1 baby, because we are having twins, if our next child is 1 baby and it's just a boy, one of us is not going to get to use their name they picked out for our future son, and it's not going to be me. It's going to be definitely him who gets to name our son, which it will be named after him, which I get it. Okay, so number 5, Julian. Julian, I love the name Julian. I think it's perfect. Number 6, Malachi. I love the name Malachi. We have somebody in our family named Malachi, but I love the name Malachi. We unfortunately are not going to use that, but feel free to use any of these names for a child, for a pet, whatever you wanna do. Feel free. Number 7, Mason. I like the name Mason. I don't really love it, but I definitely like the name Mason. When my sister's friend was picking out baby names, she asked me, like 10 years ago, what would I name my future son? And I said Dalton and Mason. And so she loved the name Mason, so she actually named her son Mason. I cannot remember his middle name for the life of me, but he has such a unique middle name. I'll have to ask her what it is. Okay, number 8, Ocean Elliott. 2 first names, Ocean - Elliott. I know it's a little weird, maybe a lot of weird. Not everyone's cup of tea. Maybe my own cup of tea. I love the name Ocean Elliott. If we have 3 sons, or adopt 3 sons, whatever the mix may be, I say mix as in whether we adopt 3, whether we birth 3, whether there's a mixture of adoption and biological. If we had a 3rd son, I would beg to use the name Ocean Elliott. Now, unfortunately, the name Ocean for girls are actually getting very popular, so that might be out of the question. I might have to get a fish named him Ocean Elliott, or her Ocean Elliott. Number 9, Zachariah. I hate nicknames. I would not want him to be called Zach, but Zachariah, I love it. Zachary's okay. Zachary, I have a cousin named Zachary, but we call him Zach. I love the name Zachariah. I love it. Zachariah. Alexander is not on the list. Some people say I say Alexander a little weird, because sometimes I'll say Alexander, sometimes I'll say Alexander. So I couldn't use the name Alexander, because if I can barely pronounce my own son's name, how is he going to pronounce his name? So, number 10, Zaid. I love the name Zaid. Zaid was picked out, well, not picked out, but on the list maybe 3 years ago. Zaid, we will not be naming any of our children Zaid, though, but those are the list of 10 girl names, 10 boy names that mostly I love or like, and then he kind of likes, but I don't know why I just did my hands like that. That was the weirdest thing. Thank you for watching if you did watch.